Welcome back to Indigo Moon. Welcome back to Indigo Moon. I hope that you've had a wonderful day. Today I wanted to talk a little bit more about my great-grandmother. Okay, she was really my stepmother's grandmother, but we all called her great-grandma. This woman was always out in the community helping people, and with all of the different things that she did to promote peace. Sometimes people don't always remember or even acknowledge it. Now, of course, she was very stern. I remember getting a spanking on my birthday for interrupting. She believed in respect. And with the respect, once you learned what the rules were, it was hands off. You never had to worry about her. She was only trying to make sure. Now, of course, she was old school, and being from the old school, there's certain things that are taught to them that might not have been embedded in our minds. We might not have been taught these things, but I learned a great deal from her. A lot of people in my family went to psychics for information. When she was the psychic person in the family, she said a lot of things that came to pass. Deaths that happened in the family, she was always the person who was talking. I know some people might look at this and say, oh, here she goes. But I'm telling you, she predicted so much. I remember when she reprimanded my stepmother. And in her reprimanding, she was saying that you are supposed to treat everyone equally. The minute you start putting certain children over other children, it's going to promote a problem that you are going to have to pay for later on. And of course, sometimes when a person is giving you advice, you don't always hear the advice. Sometimes it goes into one ear and out the other. But these things happen specifically to teach lessons. Now, I'm not going to say she was the greatest for giving all these spankings, but I will say that there was order in her house. I will say that she had Ebony, Jet, Essence, all of the magazines. She bought a subscription to these so that whenever we came to her house, we didn't have anything that we could complain about because she gave us the materials. She didn't want you to watch TV all the time because she felt like watching TV all the time was going to take away. She wanted to invest in the children. Anybody, even if a neighbor's kid knocked on her door and said they were hungry, she would go in their kitchen and prepare the food for them. You have to give credibility to where it actually needs to go. And it's important that we look at how certain people in our families have actually been there, given so much. And maybe they might not always get the same acknowledgement. But I'm telling you, great-grandmother was the seer in the family early on, predicting certain things that were going to happen. And when people did not listen, of course, my mother figured you have to say the same way. She'd tell people things like, I think I shared with you guys before how she told my brother, don't go out today, go out tomorrow, not today. And he did. And he came back with all his clothes missing. They actually robbed him of his shoes as well as his outfit. There's going to be someone in everyone's family who gives a certain amount of advice. If you so choose not to listen, that might be God's voice speaking through that person to wake you up and allow you the freedom of choice. Let us remember that, because sometimes we don't acknowledge these people. And in all honesty, when a person gives you or lends you some advice, sometimes it'd be best just to hear them out before making the choice that lands you on the opposite end of what you want. So thank you so much for joining us, Indigo Moon.